Yo bros, welcome back to your bros channel. As you probably know, it's confirmed that we'll be getting A Nation's Story, Part 2, very soon in the game. The first country we'll see in Part 2 is the United States, which we've already discussed in one of our videos. But apart from the United States, another country confirmed to feature in Part 2 is Mexico. That means we'll be getting Mexico right after the United States phase ends. In this video, we'll be talking about when exactly Mexico will arrive, which Mexican icons and heroes we might get, what the maximum ratings will be, and whether we'll be able to use the shards from A Nation's Story Part 1 in Part 2. We'll cover everything you need to know, so this video is going to be an important one. Make sure to watch till the end for all the details. First of all, to talk about when Mexico will be dropping, we first need to know when the first country in Part 2, the United States, will be dropping. If you've observed the past pattern, you might have noticed that new countries or phases in the A Nation's Story event are usually launched or dropped every 1 month, or roughly 30 days. Part 2, including the United States phase, will follow the same pattern. This means the United States phase should start or drop about a month or 30 days after the Croatia event. Right now, we have about 2 weeks left, which brings us close to the 1-month mark of the Croatia phase. So that means we could see the United States in early April, likely during the first week of April. If the United States drops around that time, following the previous patterns, we can expect Mexico to launch about a month later, which naturally places Mexico's launch around early May. This is the most likely time frame we can consider for Mexico's launch date. Now, talking about the formats in Part 2, it is confirmed that the event will continue to follow the shard system, just like in Part 1. However, Part 2 will come with its own new shard currency, which players will be able to earn by completing the given challenges. This means we won't be able to use the shards from Part 1 to claim Part 2 players or in the Part 2 countries, since Part 2 will have its own separate shards. Now, talking about which Mexican players we could potentially get in the Mexico phase, when it comes to icons and heroes, there aren't many from Mexico, but there are 2 icons, Hernandez and Sanchez, and 2 heroes, Marquez and Campos. I'm quite sure that all 4 will be receiving their cards in A Nation's Story Part 2, because it has been a long time since these icons and heroes last received a card. Take Marquez, for example. He hasn't received a card since the Captain's event, where he got a 111 rated card over 7 months ago. Honestly, that's a very long time. That Captain's card was a cracked one. I used it for a long time. So I think it's time for him to make a comeback with a max-rated card. In my opinion, he definitely deserves a 117 rated card. The last time Campos received a card was a 110 rated one back in the Footyverse event about 5 months ago. Considering that he's an important hero from Mexico, he definitely has a strong chance to feature. My prediction for him would be a 116 rated card, which would be great. Another important Mexican icon, Hernandez, hasn't received any cards since the Aqua vs Inferno event, where he got a 108 rated card. That was over 10 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. That's a very long time for any icon to go without a max-rated card, so it's absolutely time for him to get one. I'm personally looking forward to a 117 rated card for him as well. The last Mexican icon, Sanchez, who is also a major icon for Mexico, last received a card during the La Liga event, which was about 1 year ago, where he got a 106 rated card. Can you believe that? He's been ignored the longest. It's definitely overdue for a max-rated card. In my opinion, a 117 rated card for him would be absolutely deserved. Now, talking about the potential active players we could get for Mexico, the predictions include 115 rated Herrera, 114 rated Lozano, 115 rated Huerta, 115 rated Alvarez, 115 rated Vasquez, 116 rated Ochoa, 116 rated Jimenez, and 117 rated Jimenez. I think Ochoa actually deserves a card more than any other Mexican player. An absolute legendary goalkeeper for Mexico, he's the guy who shows up once every 4 years at the World Cup and then disappears again. It's confirmed that the United States event format will include revealing the poster of 8 American players. Each day, we will get 3 hints in the form of simple questions, and by answering them correctly, 1 player will be revealed. This will continue for 8 days, with a total of 24 questions to answer across the event. While we do not have a lot of details about the event format for the Mexico phase, from the leaks available, the event format will be very similar to the United States chapter. We will most likely be given a daily quiz to complete. By answering the quiz correctly, we may receive rewards and earn the new shards as well, very similar to the United States chapter. It seems that the first 2 countries in A Nation's Story Part 2 will follow an event format very similar to the first 2 countries in Part 1. In Part 1, during Japan and Netherlands, we only had to answer questions, and by doing so correctly, we earned rewards, including shards and other important resources. However, in the 3rd and 4th countries of Part 1, the format changed, requiring us to play a series of matches. Part 2 might follow a similar progression. Unlike Part 1, which featured 4 countries, Part 2 will include a total of 5 countries, 1 more than before. So far, United States and Mexico have been confirmed, with 3 more countries to be revealed soon. Regarding the maximum OVR in A Nation's Story, Part 2, Part 1 didn't feature any 117 rated cards. Even in the Croatia phase, where many anticipated 117 rated players, none appeared. The highest OVR in the 2 consecutive phases so far has been 116, so the upcoming USA and Mexico phases could finally bring an upgrade to 117 rated players. Now, talking about which heroes or active players we could get from the United States. When it comes to icons, there are no American icons available in the game right now, but we do have 4 heroes: Donovan, Beasley, Howard, and Dempsey. Among these 4, I am almost 100% sure Donovan will be coming in the USA phase because he hasn't received a card for a very long time. His last card was a 108 rated one during the Defining Legacies event over 8 months ago. That's a long gap, and it's definitely time for him to return. My prediction is that he could come back with a 117 rated card. Another hero who could potentially receive a 117 rated card is Dempsey, who currently has a 112 rated card from the First Fixtures event, received about 2 to 3 months ago. That's a decent gap for him to return with a new max-rated card. The last time Beasley received a card was during the Record Breakers event, where he got a 113 rated card around 2 to 3 months ago. That's a reasonable gap, so there's a strong chance he could get a new card as well. My prediction for him is at least 116 rated. Finally, Howard's last card was also a 113 rated one from the Festive Fixtures event, received about 2 to 3 months ago. That's a reasonable gap for him to return, so my prediction for him is around 116 OVR as well. So bros, that's all for today. I hope you found the video helpful. If you haven't yet, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I always upload helpful contents like this. It costs you nothing, but your support means everything to me. Thank you for all your support. Keep watching, keep supporting. Signing off for today.